I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration.
I will beat you.
When you sign to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home, you ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Yo. Welcome back to the fifth round. As always, myself, Stephen Moustaris. And man, what a crazy fight card this past Saturday. UFC 273. Absolute madness. And, oh, look at my puppy right there sleeping. Cute as fuck. But anyway. I just wanted to kind of play armchair quarterback here, armchair matchmaker, whatever you want to call it, and talk about what I think should be next. I mean, clearly for each fighter. And I'll definitely start off with the fight of the night. Not even close. I mean, although Mackenzie Dern and Tisha Torres was a really good fight, and I mean, shit, there was literally amazing fights all over the place. But Khamzat Chimaev, Gilbert Burns, easily the greatest fight of the night. I don't even think it's close, to be honest. And I don't know. Clearly, Khamzat gets the dub, split decision. But in my, or actually, I don't even think it was split. But anyway, in my eyes, I really thought Gilbert Burns won. I really thought it was 2-1. I thought he won round 2 clearly with a big drop. And then round 3, I know like the first round and a half, he was kind of, the pressure was on him and he looked really gassed. But he kept throwing that overhand right the whole round and just kept catching. And I don't know, I just felt like he was a little more active in the third round, not taking anything away from Khamzat, because at the end of the day, that was the biggest win ever for Khamzat. Even if he would have lost that decision, for him to go all 3 rounds and to really show what he's got and to show his nuts and his cojones and everything, it was literally perfect. Like, that was the fight he needed, if I'm being honest. Like, I think another dominant win, whatever, would have been awesome. Don't get me wrong. It still would have been really cool. His hype for the average fan would have been even bigger. But, like, for us out here that are diehards, and I consider myself a diehard, like, that was the exact fight that he needed. I was saying all week I didn't think he was going to run through Gilbert like everybody was talking. Nobody's ever ran through Gilbert Burns. There's a reason he's the number 2 ranked fighter in the entire world, or at least in the weight class. I get it, but still, like, man's a fucking beast. And I know he got taken out early by Khamzat, and then the way he got up, so I was like, this is a fight. And I don't think any of us were prepared for what we saw. But clearly we all know the results now. So clearly for Khamzat, he's the winner. He's the one that everybody's worried about. So I know they're talking about sending him against Colby Covington, I think, to be a main event. I think it was a fight on ABC. So I'm pretty excited for that. And I think if this was if Khamzat that we saw Saturday was the same Khamzat that would be fighting Colby, I think Colby would actually probably win, especially the late 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, because Khamzat was gassed. But also, I think Khamzat would have. I don't know if Khamzat would have came out different, because I mean, we saw between the 2nd and 3rd round how his coaches were yelling, and I'm talking. When I saw that, I was like, oh no, this is bad news bears for Khamzat, because his coaches were so pissed off. He was just going out there for the dub. And I mean, that jab that rocked fucking Gilbert Burns in that first round at the end of it was, after seeing that, I was like, oh no, this might be over. But so Gilbert coming back and doing his thing, it was cool. But yeah, Khamzat was throwing everything he's had into every shot. We've seen him slipping all over the place, just missing, whiffing. I know he even kind of baited Gilbert Burns into the same type of fight, but I think that's huge, though. I think that's a really big step for him, just because although Colby is the cardio king and everything between him and Usman, but they are the cardio kings in that division. So for them to be going up against each other, Colby and Khamzat, I think Khamzat, now that he's finally got this tough fight under his belt, I think it's going to help a lot. I mean, I think he probably is going to knock out Colby Covington, or at least TKO, just because, I mean, we saw Colby get finished and dropped 2 or 3 times in the first fight against Usman, got dropped early in the second fight, and even after dominating Jorge Masvidal, a tired Jorge in that 4th round, had him rocked, but just didn't have the energy to go finish him. But I don't know. We know Colby doesn't have the chin like that, not to be funny or anything. Like, I know he's a cardio man and everything, but like, we've seen him get rocked in these last 3 fights. So I think if he gets hit by somebody as strong and as big as Khamzat, I think it's going to be curtains. And it was really cool to see Khamzat, even though how tired he was at the end of 2nd in that 3rd round, when Gilbert shot on him and everything, and he wouldn't get deep on him. there was no threat there. You could tell that Khamzat was just too strong still to be taken down. So if it's a standoff fight, I definitely am going with Khamzat. I mean, clearly we'll get there and we'll talk a little bit more, but I do like that matchup now. Especially, I think the odds for Khamzat to win are way higher now that he's been in the barn burner and he didn't listen to his coaches and shit. So I'm excited for it. And then that leaves me Gilbert Burns. I mean, we just saw him take out Wonderboy Thompson. I don't know. I really would have liked to see him and Colby go against it, but clearly Khamzat's going to get that fight from what it sounds like. That's what Dana and the UFC are saying. But this weekend, I think, actually, literally this weekend, on the 16th, Bilal Muhammad and Vicente Luque are fighting. And I would love to see the winner of that fight get to take on Gilbert Burns, which I think probably would happen, but I really, really love those matchups. I think Vicente Luque is going to probably take out Bilal, so that would be, regardless though, either one would be an amazing fight for Gilbert Burns. And clearly I'll probably break down Luque and Muhammad here probably in a couple days, so. But yeah, I would love to see that. Gilbert Burns still right there. There's no way that he can consider that a loss for him. They both went out there. It's a rare fight that both fighters win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's a winner and a loser for every fight usually, and I would like to see more draws. But there's 99.9% of the time, there's always a winner. There's always a loser. So it was just this one fight that neither of them lost, and they were both winners coming out of it. So definitely don't want to see Gilbert Burns take a hit in his ranking, really. Fuck the rankings. I don't even like the rankings. This fight right here is a prime example of fuck the rankings. So, but still, technically, he's got the number 2 next to him. If he drops down to number 3, fine. But, yeah, he definitely deserves to fight the Luque and Muhammad winner. So, regardless, we're going to see some amazing fights. And even I'd like to see the Jorge fight for Gilbert Burns would be really nice as well. But Jorge's got himself in trouble, so who knows. But it's been the 5th round. Brought to you by Steven Moustaris as always, and I hope you guys have a good one.